Buongiorno e miei amici. For this video I'm going to start you off with the Duolingo Italian course, and I'm going to start off with the basics. So just to show you how far I'm quite far on with the Italian course, but as you can see I've got a few broken lessons to do, but I'll do them in due course. But I would say I'm about a third of the way through the course, but yeah, I want to start this video off by taking you through the basics of Italian. So before we go into the practice lesson, let's have a click on the light bulb icon, and you'll get some basics to start you off with Italian. So welcome to the Italian course. Remember that you can click on words to see tips on possible translations. So I've shown that in other videos, but yeah, just hover. If you're using the app, just press the word in question, and it will come up with a possible translation for the word. But this starts you off with the personal subject pronouns in Italian. So they are io for I, tu for singular you and informal. So if you're speaking to a friend that you know, because Italian, like a lot of European languages, has two. Well, in this case, that's three words for you. So tu is if you're talking to a friend. Lui is he, and lei is she. Also a singular you if you're being very formal. Now, a lot of Italian people will just use tu, even if they're not quite on friendly terms. You'd only really hear that in like really formal situations, if you're at a doctor or with speaking to someone like a VIP or something like that. Anyway, eso and essa is it, but it's hardly ever used in Italian. Then we have noi, which is we, first person plural. Voi, second person plural you, like you all, or yous if you're that way inclined. And loro is they, and that's regardless if it's a group of girls or boys. And then we have here essi and esse, which is a very archaic forms of they. So you probably wouldn't really use that in modern Italian speech. So another thing about Italian, the verb is always conjugated to match the subject, and the subject is only specified for clarity and emphasis. So that means in spoken Italian you would hardly ever use the subject pronouns unless you really want to emphasize who it is you're talking about. Next one, there's a little article here about articles. So articles have to match gender and number of the noun they refer to. So Italian is another one of those languages which has gendered nouns. They're either masculine or feminine. And the singular determinate articles, the definite articles, there's four here. There's lo for masculine nouns that begin with an S or begin with an S plus a consonant. We'll come across examples of that throughout these videos. If a word starts with GN, that makes a ny sound when you pronounce it, and some rarer consonant clusters. These you'll come across throughout the course. And then next we have il is the masculine. Excuse me. It's masculine used before consonants except the above. So any other consonant or any other word that begins with a consonant, you'd use il for a masculine. And then we have la, which is a feminine, used before feminine nouns. And then there's L apostrophe, which is used before any noun that begins with a vowel, regardless of whether it's masculine or feminine. You're going to come across the plural of these in a later lesson. But the other thing is the indefinite articles, a or an, are uno, which is for masculine nouns, which start with a Z or an S plus a consonant, or the GN or the ñ sound, and other rarer consonant clusters. And then we have un for masculine nouns, used in any other case. Then we have una, which is used for feminine nouns before all consonants. And then if you have a feminine word that begins with a vowel, you use un and apostrophe, and then run the two together. Right, so that's all for the first lesson. So let's practice. So here's some of what you'll learn in the basics of Italian, and practice without a timer, so we're not rushing through this. There we go. You are a man. So that in Italian is tu sei un uomo. You can just, or if you can also just say sei un uomo. Next one. That just decided to stop middle, but I heard two, so it's two.
Tu mangi.
Tu mangi. Tu mangi.
Mangi.
That means you eat. Mangi is the second person form of tu. You'll come across verb. What's the word I'm looking for? How to form Italian verbs in another lesson. So tu mangi is you eat, or you are eating, because Italian does have a continuous tense, but it's only really used for emphasis. So you eat sugar. We remember from the last bit, tu mangi is you eat, and zucchero is sugar. So, tu mangi zucchero.
Lei è una ragazza.
Lei
è
una ragazza.
Ragazza.
That means she is a girl. And we've just done that one. So lei è una ragazza. And you can also just simply say è una ragazza. Congratulations, good job. Thank you very much.
L'uomo beve l'acqua.
Right, I've got to speak this one. L'uomo beve l'acqua.
Lei mangia.
That's she eats.
Io mangio una mela.
Io mangio una mela. That means I eat an apple.
Tu sei un uomo.
Tu sei un uomo. You are a man.
Tu bevi.
Tu bevi. Bevi, but that's from the verb bere, which is a very irregular verb in Italian, but that's to drink. So, tu bevi.
L'uomo beve l'acqua.
The man drinks water. So there's examples of L apostrophe.
La.
And it doesn't matter what gender the noun is. L'uomo is masculine, l'acqua is feminine. A general rule is that most nouns that end with O masculine, and most nouns that end with A are feminine. There's a few exceptions, but we'll come across them later. So l'uomo beve l'acqua, man drinks water, or drinks the water. Io e sono sei siete siamo. Sono. I am a girl. I'm not, but you know. And this isn't playing anything, so I have to press this.
Lei mangia.
Lei mangia. She eats, or she is eating. And we've just had this one. Io sono un ragazzo. That's I am a boy. And we're having problems with the sound again. If you want to, you can turn listening exercises off. Say if you're in a noisy environment, you can't hear, you can turn them off. And you can also do the same with speaking exercises as well. And they turn if you press it, they'll turn off for an hour. But I'm not going to do that just now. And why is this not playing?
Bevo.
Bevo. That's I drink. There we go. Io bevo. I drink again.
Tu mangi.
Tu mangi. That's you eat, or you're eating. You drink is tu bevi. You can, if you want to, I'm getting a little bit ahead here, but you can also say voi bevete, because that's the second person plural. But so for something like this, you can say tu bevi or voi bevete. I'm just showing this as an example. I eat is you could just put mangio, or you can say io mangio, but as we saw at the start of the lesson, that you can, in most cases, you can leave out the subject, the subject pronoun. The woman drinks. La donna beve. And here we go. So that's most of the things you'll cover in Basics 1. Obviously, it'll do at a much slower pace when you just start with Duolingo. But Duolingo, what it usually does is it just sort of introduces you to a couple of basic words and then gets you a sort of feel for how the language works at a very, very basic level. So it teaches you like boy, girl, couple of basic words like apple, water, words that you're very common words, and then use a couple of common verbs like eat, drink, to be. It does that with quite a lot of the language courses that they have on Duolingo. So it sort of eases you in gently. Okay, that's all for Basics 1. So I'll finish this video. Thank you for watching. I'll see you again soon when we cover Basics 2 and phrases, which I really need to cover because we've got a cracked lesson. Anyway, thanks for watching. See you again soon for the next video.